Well, hey, good morning. BJ and Joe Ando out and about on the Recumbents. It's Sunday, the 15th and of February. Hope you had a really good Valentine's Day. Very fortunate. The weather front that they were talking about kind of coming in Friday night into Saturday morning didn't make it. Or it did, but it was very, very light. It just barely brushed us. So all we got was, like a little bit of moisture, enough to wet the parking lot outside our apartment complex. But other than that, so we had a really good Valentine's Day. We picked up the city bus and took it over to the Bean Bandit. A silly name, but a really cute little restaurant. One of our favorites, that's for sure. Our favorite Mexican restaurant. And come to find out, it's the oldest Mexican restaurant here in Colorado Springs. Didn't realize that. Been here since 1966, so food can't be all bad. But the only thing I've ever heard is that some people think it's bland, but they have the only true, actual, mild, green chili that we can actually eat. Joe and I can actually eat. So yeah, right now we're on the back on the Greenway Trail, but we're heading north. And before we were heading east on the Greenway Trail, that first section there, and that's not a section we do a lot because, of course, it's all dirt, or most of it's dirt. And but we kind of wanted to check and see the construction for the Circle Drive bridges, and we also decided that we'd just kind of kick out and go up the Harrison Interchange pedestrian skyway, I guess you call it, sky bridge, and go over to do something a little different, something you guys don't see all the time. So yeah. As usual, this goes right by Fountain Creek. Okay. Come on. Yeah, a little too hard to gear. But like I said, we're just out for a ride because we got a couple of better days than we figured we were going to get. And today's supposed to hit like mid-60s, but I don't know, we're still wearing the vests and it's already, what is it, 12:30. So I don't know. It is warming up, but at first I thought Joe was a little whacked out there, like we really don't need it. But I said, no, she's right. So we're gonna go do a loop of the Julie Penrose Fountain here, so you can. Actually, it's a lock washer. Oh, yeah. That's a nickname, is the giant lock washer. But in the summertime, this actually moves around in the wind very slowly. And but it's got a little walkway all around it, and the flat part on the inside there basically turns into a wading pool for kids, during the hot months. So that's kind of cool. That's the Olympic Paralympic Museum on the other side there. That kind of chromey fancy building. Howdy. But yeah, so we're just kind of cruising along here. And but I thought I'd try to get a little, you know, talking in. So we're going to go up here and kind of decide where we want to go. And that's they got a playground on the other side here. And this is the America the Beautiful Memorial. Or not memorial, but placard. Okay, we got to make sure nobody's coming here. Yeah, I got some runners, but we're okay. Flip back. Good morning. So I guess let this scooter go by. Oh, okay. Howdy. All right. Yeah, we might as well go this way. What the heck? We been on dirt today, so the little bit of dirt that's on this particular route is no big deal. This bridge is noisy, but at least it's not beat up, because they use the Trevex type treated wood. Howdy. Instead of the you know, regular old untreated wood. So, but yeah, like I said, this goes right down by the creek. Howdy. And yeah, if we stay out for quite a bit longer, we might actually be able to get rid of the vests. It is starting to warm up here all of a sudden. But still a little bit of a chill to the breeze. Not really windy per se, but just a bit of breeze. But yeah, so tomorrow we got to go food shopping, because basically Tuesday through basically most of next week, except for Monday, which is supposed to be just about as warm, but have a lot more clouds. That's why we chose to go riding today and go shopping tomorrow. You know, because we don't have a car, so we have to hook up the cargo trailer to the trikes, and but one of us stays outside, and that's usually Joe, because yeah, Joe can't reach a lot of the top shelves, and a lot of the stuff that we use seems to be on the top shelf, you know. So yeah, a lot of bikes out today. Probably figures probably their last chance for the week to have a really nice ride. Because like I said, Monday's going to be okay, but it's going to be cloudy, so it'll be chillier. So, and the wind is supposed to pick up, yeah. That'll make it even chillier yet. So it's according to how bad the wind is and everything. You know, we may just go shopping and howdy, and not bother with usually what we do is we go shopping, and then we eat our snack bar there at Walmart, and then we take our get our groceries, take our groceries home, and then we usually go somewhere, whether we have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich like we did today, or we actually buy something cheap, a hot dog, slice of pizza, or a hamburger, a cheap hamburger, and or something, or even chicken nuggets, I'm gonna let Joe get in front of me so you guys have something to look at. Besides my feet. A lot of mountain bikes out today. Usually you see more road bikes, but just about everything we've seen is either fat tire mountain bike or mountain bike. I guess thinner tired mountain bike. We haven't seen another trike or a recumbent all day. What I meant by a recumbent was a recumbent bike, because they do make recumbent bicycles, you know, two-wheelers that have this kind of seating and everything. But you know, they have the same problem that any other two-wheel bicycle has. Well, you have to balance it, and you know, it's not as sure-footed in the sand and the grit and stuff like that. And that's a railroad bridge. Oh, there's a squirrel going across the railroad bridge here. I don't know if that's an active line or not. I don't think so. Howdy. Hello. They just haven't bothered to take it out. But I don't think it's an active line, because there's really, well, there's a train, the main train tracks that go north and south, you know, from Wyoming to New Mexico, basically through Colorado, are basically just on the other side of I-25. Wonder if Josiah is... And nobody's on the patio today, so Josiah is one of the main technicians at AngleTech, www.cycledifferent.com, and he lives in those apartments. Bumpity 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 bump. Bumpity bump, bumpity bump. Bumpity bumpity bump. Bumpity bump. Okay, big bump. Big bump. So you are a little bit more dirt here. But like I said, we've already been through more dirt than this is, so we'll just add it to it. These poor trikes could use a bath anyway, but since it's going to get cold, the best we'll be able to do is howdy. Best we'll be able to do is wipe them down. And maybe if we get back in a decent time and I physically feel up to it, we'll try to do a quick chain clean too. Even if it's just, you know, more of a chain wipe off, just to get excess off. Because they really could use a good, both our chains could really use a good cleaning. Hello. Oh, bounce, bounce. See, I know we're going through the main section of Monument Valley Park. They kind of have a southern main section and a northern main section. And the northern main section is more up by where we live. Not sure where we're all going today. We may just, you know, continue on here and then head up the Greenway some more. Or maybe we'll head up Sinton so far. You know, maybe it would go up to the Starbucks off of um, yeah, it's more geese than anything else. Actually, not as many as there was the other day, man. There was like, because they took about half the lake the other day. It's so funny too, you know, because they call the other one the duck pond, yet you hardly see a duck, you know. Howdy. That's it. What are these things? Yeah, like we've talked about before, it is kind of funny how dogs react to trikes, because some dogs are like, big deal. Other dogs are like, oh, it's aliens from a foreign planet. We should kill them. Yeah. Are they tasty? Are they scrumptious? But yeah, I just wanted to, like I said, do a little talking and kind of let you guys know. Bike back? He must have turned, because I don't see him. You want to use the restroom? No, I'm good. Unless you absolutely need to. I don't know why this guy was staying behind us so long. Well, I mean, I don't know exactly what I want to do, to be totally honest with you. Yeah, electric go-karts. I don't know if you guys can. A couple of kids on electric go-karts. those are pretty cool. So yeah, we're gonna just head up the west side of the trail here, and let's see, because it's 1 o'clock, so I tell it's a nice day because pickleball courts are all full, so the parking lot's all full. That's the only bad thing about coming this way, is that you have to go through the parking lot here to pick back up on the trail. I think I've got a scooter coming. Well, so now that we're past Valentine's Day, the next one will be St. Patrick's Day, which we don't go out of our way because we're not Irish, so that we know of at all. So Joe's family is more Scandinavian, and there might be some Irish in my family, but I don't. I know it's not. Yeah, but I know it's not. It wouldn't be from my dad's side, because they're pretty much heavy-duty Hungarian. But my mom's pretty good bit of a mix. But we have English. I don't think we have Irish. Even the Duck Lake's got a whole bunch of swans in it. I'm not swans, geese. Yeah, geeses. Yeah, geeses. That's it. But yeah, it's just a really nice day. So just shout out to our subscribers. Thank you very, very much for hanging in there with us all this time. And if you're new, welcome. And we'd really appreciate it if you'd like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Out and About on the Recumbents with BJ and Joe Ondo. Right now we're on the west side of the PP Greenway trail. It's really not a trail, it's the Greenway. So, yeah, it doesn't end. If you have a Greenway, it doesn't end with trail. It's a Greenway. I think we got a trash pickup crew here today. Passing on your left. Thank you. That is so noisy.
Doesn't matter how heavy you are.
I know.
You are.
Yeah. It is just very, very noisy.
Passing on your left.
Passing on your left. Nobody coming down. Yeah. Kick it back down here. Well, we could end up at Stir, or we could end up at
Good neighbors.
no, well, yeah, we could end up there, but we could end up at Building 3 in the Lincoln Center. Because we could sit outside. They have a lot of outside seating now, so. Okay. Yeah, something to be different. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully you got to see our video from the 11th last night. If not, it's out there. And yeah, like I said, this is probably going to be the last video for this week, just because usually when we do a food run, we don't do video because we just got too much to do with, you know, loading, unloading, and everything else. Don't have time to, don't really have time to mess with doing a video. And especially because it may not be the world's nicest day. At least today we've got, you know, we've got sunshine, so that makes it a lot more fun to make a video when there's lots of nice sunshine. Hardly any clouds. Howdy. It's probably warmed up enough now we could take off the vest, but still just a touch of chill to the breeze. Yeah, so it doesn't feel bad. We're not like sweating bullets or anything. So yeah, I haven't taken a look lately, but I think we're getting pretty close to 500 subscribers. We keep eking our way up there. But so if you know somebody that might have an interest, or maybe is just thinking about, you know, getting into a trike, send them to our videos, you know. That way, you know, if they want to ask any questions, they can you can do that over the phone or over the computer while you're watching the video. I actually have that set up for a chat, and I do try to check that out just to make sure if there's anybody in there. And also, you know, I mean, you might want to check Jayo Nation, Jayoe, two words, and with Matt, because he goes all over the world. He's a big timer, and he does beautiful drone photography. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Howdy. Hello. And as you can see, people decided to get out today because they know it's coming. Bike back. So what we're going to do is we're going to cruise up to the Lincoln Center and check and see if Building 3 Coffee is open. Get us an iced tea and eat our snack bar. Trying a new snack bar because our Walmart marketplace has decided not to carry Think bars anymore, and they're atrociously expensive at Safeway. So yeah, this is a Atkins bar, and it does have a little sugar because it has 1 gram of real sugar, but 1 gram's not a big deal. Joe won't have any problem with 1 gram, especially while we're riding. And because everything else in a protein type bar has just copious amounts of sugar, so they won't work for us. And of course, if we decide we don't want to do these, we can always we'll just have to pay the extra money and get the Think bars from Safeway and hope they don't quit selling them. I don't think so, because they're pretty popular. They go pretty fast at Safeway, especially the one we like, which is the Brownie Almond Crunch. I have a slight allergy to nuts, but these are the pieces of almond are so small that it doesn't bother me any. So yeah, it amazes Joe and I how many bicyclists have such an unhappy look on their face. Like, why am I doing this? I could be sitting on the couch sucking down Fritos barbecue chips. Watching the 99th round of the Pebble Beach Classic Golf Tournament.
Snore.
Howdy? And
Snore, snore, snore.
yes. And because every time we get on the trikes, we're always smiling. It's like instant smile, boy. You just get going and enjoy yourself. And even on the roads that have a lot of traffic, and the bike lanes are full of sand and grit and crud and howdy, sometimes holes and dips and crevices, and it's still fun. Bike back. And so yeah, like I said, we're gonna head up. We'll basically come off of the Pikes Peak Greenway, and we'll jump on the Rock Island Trail, on the Rock Island Connector, and then we'll go up to Cascade Street, and then over to the Lincoln Center, which is an old grade school and or elementary school, and they've built like different little cafes and restaurants. I see a trike coming. Gotta get my camera over here. Howdy. Yep, that's the cat trike guy. Okay, bike back. Now, so far, they haven't been very good about letting you know that howdy. Yeah, technically, those are not allowed on this, not supposed to be allowed on the trail, because they actually have gasoline motors. But, like we talked about many times before also, there's just not enough enforcement. And I've never seen a ranger on a Sunday. Never. So, they got to have one day off a week. Howdy?
Last summer we saw one on a really, really hot summer day. They bring out water.
Oh, yeah, that could be. Because the rangers do that too. They'll bring water to the homeless people. Which is pretty darn good of them, because when it's super hot, you got to have water. Speaking of water, I'm going to grab me some here real quick. Ah, there we go. Much better. Hello. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll run the video up to Cascade, and then we'll howdy and kick it off. Howdy. Afternoon. And then we'll get over to Building 3 Coffee. We'll see if they're actually open. Most of the time the coffee shops seem to be open on Sundays, but I'll have to see, because their main thing is that they are also a coffee roastery, so they actually cook the beans for other places. because Joe's going to be making one of my favorite dinners. She makes breaded chicken strips, and well, she's also making her dessert, the apple crisp, as we call it. So those all have to be made. So it takes a little bit of time. So when we do that, we don't ride quite long a day. But it was really good to get out on the western part of the Greenway and head over the low bridge and different give you guys a little different perspective of stuff. So like I said, I'm gonna get to the top here. I'm gonna turn it off, and then once we get a table, we'll sit down and we'll do a little ending. And again, just want to say thanks for watching.
Straight up the hill?
Yeah, might as well go straight up the hill. Now, this is a big old hill here, so gear down one. Except for it does not like going into the third cog. That's the one cog I can't quite get my derailleur to want to fit into perfectly. So I get a little bit of chain noise. You can see how steep that incline is. I don't have an inclination set up on my deal. I have an elevation set up on my deal. I have an elevation gain, but then it doesn't really tell you the angle. I think Joe's actually has that set up on there, but it's on a second screen, so she has to actually hit a button, and I got it. Man, this is really bad. I should have come all the way up. Now, there's nothing you can do about it. But oh, I know. Yeah. But okay, we'll get back to you. Bye. Okay. Hold on. Oh. Hello. Got a bike.
Like that.
Okay, hey everybody, we're back. And yeah, we stopped off at the Building 3 coffee house, but they're closed on Sundays. So we just used one of their picnic tables and ate our Atkins bar, which turned out to be pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Howdy.
How you doing?
Good, have a good day. But yeah, so we're heading home now. Decided to add just a little bit. We basically continued on the Cascade Street and picked up on the other side where they actually have a bike lane, and we took that over to pick up the Templeton Gap Trail going south, kinda southwest, kinda.
Southwest.
Yeah, it's kind of an off-kilter trail, but
As you're going south, then it turns west.
yeah. And we popped back on the PP Greenway, and now we're heading for home. Howdy. So it's kind of the home stretch, I guess you'd call it. But it's been a absolutely beautiful day. It was quite chilly for a while, but it nicely warmed up. Howdy. And we were able to take off the vests and just wear the jackets. And to be totally honest, don't actually need the jackets because we have long sleeves on underneath, but it's easier than folding them up and stuffing them in our little stuff bags we've got. So we just decided to wear it because, like I said, we're heading home a little early because we are making a specific dinner and dessert, and Joe has to have some extra prep time because it's very hands-on. Bike back. Little shot of Fountain Creek here, or not Fountain Creek, I'm sorry, but Monument Creek. It turns into Fountain Creek eventually, way down south, where the two creeks can come together, and they at the confluence, and they howdy. It's always pretty when it shimmers in the sunlight. But yeah, like I said, this will probably be the last video for quite a few days, and it's just kind of the way it has to go, you know, for the winter months. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a day like this, or you get to where we were supposed to get more, but we didn't. I think this is this cool lady on her howdy. I like her beret. She wears a beret instead of a helmet, which she'd be safer with a helmet, but hey, that is the one of the great things about trikes is that out of all the vehicles you could ride without a helmet, trike's probably the safest of the bunch. But we still like our helmets. Plus, too, we have the Sena R1 intercom helmets, so we can talk to each other. Because even though we've been married for 45 years, or working on 46, we still like each other, so we like to talk to each other. But, and it's nice not to have to scream and yell, turn right! Oh, we got more trike coming up. Cool. Okay. Wow.
Going down because there's a bunch of bicycles.
So
They're not.
it kind of makes up. Yeah, we got lots of bicycles and trikes. Howdy. Afternoon. As I said, very busy trail today because people know the stuff is coming. Because even if it doesn't snow or rain, and they say it will this time, it's got much more of a chance because there's a big low out in the Pacific that is getting stronger by the day. And that'll sneak in through upper Arizona, lower New Mexico, and then clobber us come Tuesday, Wednesday.
Which is about right because all the snow, most of the snow and ice is melted.
Yeah, that does seem to be how it is here. By the time we get everything melted away,
Down to nothing.
or down to nothing, yeah, we get another one. This is a very rough bump. Okay, we got bikes behind us. Go ahead and come around, guys.
Doing a video.
Always. Howdy. Oh yeah, you too. One more? Yeah, if you look up our look up BJ and Joe Ondo in the dictionary, you will find us under the word slow. Because we are slow and we like it that way. We are never in a hurry when we're on the trikes, unless like we're trying to beat weather. That's the one time you will see us actually hurry. Because we do have full rain gear, you know, pants, top, you know, a way to cover our heads, and but we don't have you know, we don't have rain gloves. We used to, but we've lost them along the way, and we don't have the rain covers for our feet either. So so you know, there's still stuff that can get wet. Howdy. Howdy. Yeah, we still get the looks of disdain from some cyclists, you know, the purist, as we call them. You know, it has to be on two wheels, and not only does it have to be on two wheels,
On your left.
it has to be a recumbent style bike. Passing on your left. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Bike's up.
Got it? I'm over. Ooh, need a brake adjustment there. No, that wasn't me. That was a gentleman in front of the lady coming the other way. All right. Yeah, I just figured this would be a good way to wind down the video. But we've had a good day, and I'm really glad we decided to
Bike up.
go today and not tomorrow. Howdy. Okay. Got to get up Little Diablo Hill here. Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Oh, it's funny because you can tell really who's walking who with that little dog. That little dog dragged her over to that side of the trail.
Try not to run over the gentleman here on his, looks like a old 3 or a 5-speed Schwinn Suburban. can't go across anyway. Howdy.
On your left.
Passing on your left.
Got some more bikes up.
Okay. Yeah, everybody wanted to get out today. Well, not exactly bikes.
Yeah.
We had a scooter.
You know, from
Yeah,
where I saw them,
yeah.
really yell.
We had a scooter and a electric unicycle. All right. Well, from BJ and Joe Ondo, out about on the Recumbents. Until we come together again, my dear friends,
Happy trails.
whether video or maybe if we get lucky, in person. Who never knows? We just want to tell you, happy trails. Bye.